So y'all asked about the $15,000 ornament. Here it is right here, baby. Just popped the hood, just pulled up. Challenger trailer back there connected to it. Decided to come today without the battery jumper, because that's on the other side of the town. But 60 degrees today, so it may just start up. So the first step in firing this thing up is always to get the fuel from the bottom of the tanks through the fuel lines, through the filter, and on into the engine. How we do that on the Mercedes, you just prime the fuel pump, or the fuel filter, gonna start priming that. Say you prime it about 100 times. If it was freezing cold, about 300 to 500 times. Yeah, your hand will start hurting eventually. But this is so as soon as you turn the key, fire right on. If you don't prime the engine up, may not start on you. Be honest with you, it may not start. On this particular engine, the only thing that I see that it needs, we got the air compressor right here. This is the air compressor. It's got seals on it. The seals are leaking oil. It's been leaking oil probably for about a year now. So y'all can see that's what all that is down there. So a brand new air compressor with new seals, you know, that's not gonna stop it from building up air pressure. But all that oil runs down the engine and onto the ground and all that stuff. So older engines just gotta replace parts over time. These are simpler engines. You know, this is a Mercedes-Benz, one of the most undesirable engines ever talked about on the internet. However, for me, one of the most easiest engines that I ever made money with my whole career. This particular engine I bought back in 2018. I only had one breakdown with the engine. We're in 2023 going in 2024, so you know, I don't have the bad stories to tell people about, unfortunately, because I never had those issues. But it's not cold outside, so the batteries may just turn over. Don't gotta work as hard since it's 60 degrees. I'm gonna check and make sure we got oil in here in just a second before I start it up. Things that I would replace on this engine: I'll put a new air compressor on. I would change out all these radiator hoses. This one, put new clamps on it. It's 2 clamps on this one. I would change the whole hose out, change that one out. You can put a new alternator on. Got an alternator here. You got your AC compressor right there. Oh, my bad. You got your AC compressor right here. And that's pretty much it from this side of the engine. You got your ECM right here where you can tune the engine. Other than that, you just got your fuel lines going through here. Then you got some coolant rubber lines running through. You can change those out. You know, like this hose, for example, it's got a little crank in it. You can change that out. It's got a filter inside of here. It's already been changed out on my end, but change that once a year. Drain that fluid up out of there, put some fresh one in. Make sure the steering is nice and good. That's what that do right there for your gearbox. Real basic engine, like I said. Not too many parts on it. If a dealership was waiting for something like this to come in, they'll be out of business. Waiting for a 12.8 Mercedes being to come through, or a 12.7, you'll be out of business. Fucking around waiting for one of these engines to break down. Let's go to the other side. Like I said, there's not too many parts on this engine. We got that $7,500 trailer I was talking about that I leased and got the title to. Just connected to it. On this side, you got your turbo. This is aftermarket bore warner. If you want the OEM, The OEM is $9,000. The aftermarket, it used to be $1,200. I got this one for $1,700 due to inflation, but inflation going back down, so you could probably get it for about $1,200 now. This is the Board 1 S410. See if y'all can see, if I can focus. There you go, right there's the S410 085 Board 1 from Brazil. So there you have it right there. On this side of the engine, of course, you can put a new turbo on every 3 years. You got your starter, you can change that every 3 years with the turbo. Some people get 5 years out of their starter. Starter is about $300. Like I say, every 3 years, change that out. If you don't change it out, don't worry, the fuel island waiting for you. Got another radiator hose right here. I already changed mine out. It's clamp here, it's another clamp on the other side. Radiator hoses, if you don't change them out, say over about 3 to 5 years, what'll happen is they'll start to get fat, they'll start to sag, and it's no good. No hose on here last forever. Shots don't last forever. Radiator hoses don't last forever. You know, another cooling hose right here. This is the cooling hose I prefer. I'd rather put the blue hose on, the blue silicone heater hose, versus having a rubber that comes on Freightliner that's gonna have you on the side of the fucking road one day. You know, like I said, there's a clamp right here. You know, very basic engine. All old engines leak oil. If it ain't got oil on it, probably wouldn't want to buy it. Somebody did too much of a job trying to hide the engine. All the oil is just old gaskets. The gaskets get old over time. The oil come through the gaskets. It's just gaskets. That's all it is. So, you know. Like I said, there's not too many parts over here. Just starter, turbo, basic hoses, radiator hose. You know, you got your AC line right here. You got your oil filter to go inside here. It's the oil filter housing. It's all one piece right here. Got your oil cooler. Oil cooler is inside of here, and that's also got gaskets that need to be replaced also. That's pretty much it. Of course, you got the front engine where your belts run. All these belts are brand new, just replaced. Got your belt tensioner, and you got two of them actually. You got one here, you got one on the other side. We just replaced that when we was in Atlanta. So, you know, other than that, basic radiator, 10 years replace. Could last longer. I really don't know how long a radiator lasts, but I would say 10 years. Then you can look to replace the radiator. I don't know what they cost nowadays. Last time I priced it, it was $700. I would say it's probably like $1,200 now. You know, basically they'll take the hood off and work from the front of the engine. They'll take your air off. This air was replaced as soon as I bought the truck. The guy before me, he replaced the air. So, you know, he will pretty much take off your condenser, take off your air. Then they'll swap, well, they'll take your cooling or tank off, of course. Swap your radiator out if you want a new fan. They'll do all this shoe shine, but it's all basic engine, you know. Not many parts to it. That's why dealership wouldn't make no money off of it. You know, the only way to make money off this engine is waiting for the EGR system to throw some type of code, check engine light, and have an engine like this constantly going back for emissions. I mean, but you know, if the engine is cancer free, fuck around, go out of business waiting for this engine, 12.7 or something like that ain't got no emissions on it. I mean, you know, it's gonna be a long time you're gonna be waiting. But like I said, right now the truck is just an ornament. So brand new steer tires, Yokohama sitting on it. Keep priming. As far as what he need to just make money right now, this truck right here, you start it up, go get the money right now. Go get the money right now. Always got oil in now. Shit, you go get the money right now. Yeah, you go get the money right now. Make sure you got some cooling up there and some oil, and you rolling. Yeah, you rolling. City horn right there. Airlines coming through right there. I think it's ready to fire on. I'm gonna check the oil right quick. Y'all give me a second. Alright, so I just checked the oil. The oil is looking good. As far as the suspension and all that, if y'all want a more advanced tutorial and all that, you know. Of course, you got your brake chamber in the front with your slack adjuster. You know, of course, all this can be replaced. You can always get brand new brake hoses. You got your tie rods and all that shoe shine. You know, grease go through it. You got a ball right here. When it's filled like that, that means it's full of grease. When it's busted, you need to replace it. Tie rods is about 100 and let's say like 132 when I priced the shit out. I don't remember, but all this shoe shine can be replaced. Spring leaves can be replaced. They sell them brand new at the dealership. You know, these are not parts that you're gonna be replacing on trucks, but I'm just saying, if you know you need to replace it, they sell it at the dealership. It's all universal probably for the most part. This thing ready to fire on. Why is this engine cheap to rebuild now? On YouTube, let's go to the other side. On YouTube, and including, you know, what happened to me at the dealership, an engine like a Mercedes, you go to Freightliner, Clark Power. If you ever go to one of them, they'll tell you to rebuild this motor. They want $40,000-$50,000. They'll be up there. And they put a lot of people out of business. They had this motor, you know. With the Crows Truck Service, Memphis, Tennessee, or Olive Branch, Mississippi, one of them, $40,000. So I just gave you 3 shops where you can go and pay $40,000 for a basic end frame on this engine. But why is it, after they told me $40,000, that I was able to go about 100 miles down the road to a secret shop, get a basic end frame and a new turbo and have a block cut for $8,500? Sounds like a massive discount. What on earth is going on? Well, actually, what I learned just by watching how simple it is to rebuild this particular motor. I'll show you what they're gonna do on this side. They're gonna disconnect the turbo. They're gonna leave this hanging. They're gonna disconnect the turbo, take this shoe shine off here. They're gonna leave that oil housing on, all that EGR stuff. I believe they're gonna leave that on too. They're not taking none of that off. Let's go to the other side. I'm gonna show y'all pictures so y'all can see, because I don't quite remember. We talking about a long time ago, baby. Now what they gonna do, you got your cylinder heads. I got 6 of them, all individuals. Y'all can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my cylinder heads. Right here, you see this space? They're gonna take this whole part up. You're gonna have your pistons. Okay, pistons. Got your rods and mains at the bottom of the engine. They're gonna pull up all 6 of them. Pull it up, they're gonna put the new ones in. Rods and mains at the bottom, take the old ones out, put the new ones in. Whatever else goes in the middle, you know, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't just necessarily remember all the parts, but it's drop in, it's take out, drop in. It's real simple. Okay, all this shoe shine right here, ain't none of this gonna move. None of it gonna move. All this gonna look just like this in the shop. Once they get the new shoe shine in there, they're gonna put the cylinder head back on. New head gasket. They're gonna seal all this shoe shine back up. And it's probably gonna only take them about a day, maybe 2 days. Something simple. It's dirt cheap, man. A label on this is $3,000 for a basic end frame. You know, why they rip you off $40,000, $50,000, man. I think it's really just based off the stories that the dealerships know you guys heard on the internet. Hey, Mercedes-Benz, oh, that's one of the worst motors you can get. Oh, that motor right there costs you an arm and a leg. Oh, that motor this and that. Oh, the cylinder heads do this, that, and the third. As long as they can, you know, sell you, as long as you walk in there with a dream, they'll sell it to you. They'll sell it to you all day long. All damn day long. And when you do the basic in-frame, you know, for me, oh, this truck ain't broke down since. So, all right, let's see if we can fire it on if the batteries are dead. See what we're working with here. Right at 12 volts. Got the red light, may not fire on. It's trying. Ain't got enough fuel through there. See how it was hard to start? I didn't prime it enough, so as it was trying to crank, it was trying to get the fuel through the lines. I would have needed not crank it, but I would have needed to prime it about 100 more times. It should have fired right on. But anyways, the alternator gonna charge the battery. That's the air pressure. Almost to 1,000,000 miles. Got good oil pressure, bay 1. Good oil pressure, bay 1, baby. 65 PSI, let you know it's a brand new rebuilt engine. Oh, that's 70. 70 PSI, let you know it's a brand new engine. 70 PSI on startup, that's a fresh in-frame, baby. If it would have been 55 PSI, let you know the engine down, baby. Know the difference. All right. 12.8 Mercedes-Benz just fired up. Yeah, I got a tutorial on how to fire up a 12.8 Mercedes-Benz. But like I said, if I didn't do no priming, it wasn't gonna crank at all. You see, I already took about what, 5 to 10 seconds to get that thing cranked. If I didn't prime it, it wouldn't have cranked at all. I would have stopped. Then I would have tried to crank again. Then eventually I would have just drove all the power out the batteries and been calling TA or some shit for a $700 jump start from across the road or something. You know how they do. They love ripping y'all off. Nobody stole my brand new tires off the pneumatic, huh? See? Been trying to tell y'all, when it's paid for, you know, I can sit it here all day long. It's not costing nothing. Don't cost nothing to sit it. You know, if somebody call with the right amount of money, get a roll again. You see it's got brand new fresh tires. Always make sure you got oil in the hub seal. All y'all truck drivers out there burning the fucking axle, going down the road, brakes smoking and shit. See that right there? See that oil up in there? They can use a little bit more. But when it ain't got no oil, we ain't got no oil at all, fucking smoke going all over the place. Gonna be back here with a damn fire extinguisher. Make sure it's oil in the hubs. These are all brand new hubs, so you know. Brand new hubs, brand new tires, got all the shoe shine. Y'all can see. Brand new tires, I went with the fucking Chinese. Don't go with, in 2024, don't go with the Chinese. Don't go with the recap. Okay? These are Firestones. These are Chinese. Now these are brand new. These are the newest tires I got, both of them. Notice the tread depth on here. Damn near nothing. Look at the tread depth on the Firestone. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. The tread depth on there. Look at the tread depth on the Chinese. Don't be wasting your money on the Chinese, man. Pay the extra $50. Look at the Firestones, baby. Hell, what you talking about? Put these Chinese bullshit on here. I think I was being cheap than a motherfucker. I'll never do that again. Yep. If I wanted to do a power only load, I'd drop this trailer right now. Let's say Friday. Get on DAT load board, find some local shit, make some fast money, bring the truck back. Just cause I got 3 trucks, so. Look, they doing the same thing. I got all these brand new drive-ins over here. They ain't never moved. Yeah, they ain't never moved. They just waiting for the rates to go up, and all these trailers will be leased out. It'll be lease drivers to come from all over the world to get these trailers at $800, $9,000, whatever they paying for trade. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Check on these airbags, make sure they're inflated. Don't hear no air leaks. They ain't inflated yet. Give it some time. It'll inflate in just a second, baby. These are inflated. Inflated. Go check the air pressure. Dump it out. Airlines may be clogged up. See if they inflating now. Nope. So the cab got air going to it, but the tractor don't. We'll figure that out later. Clear the line so I hear the governor cut out. Get all that water and shit out the system so it can air the fuck up. pressure building up. Airbags ain't lifting. Check for air leaks. I think I got an idea of where it is. Tornado came through, dumped a bunch of water. Yeah, ain't none of them lifted. Gotta drain the air tanks. I will have to bleed the system out first, but I don't think I got the string. Nope, it's not connected. I gotta manually do that. I think it's in the front. Where the hell is it? Damn, I gotta get out of the way under there, huh? There you go, right there in the front. That button right here, I need to press that in. See if all the water and shit come out. But before I do that, gotta drain all the air out. It's a process, people. And that don't guarantee that they gonna air up. You just gotta diagnose the problem, baby. I didn't hear the air governor cut off. That's why. It got all the way up to 150 PSI. It's got a clog. I'm surprised the phone's still recording. We ain't ran out of memory yet. That should be good enough right there. See, on the older truck, there ain't no such thing as hooking up a computer trying to figure out why the airbags don't inflate. A little bit different over here in this world. I'll put my foot on this, cause I ain't trying to get it in my eye. Okay. Where we at with it? Can't fucking reach it. The water came out. So no water in this air tank at least. Check these leveling valves. Got your air lines here. That's the other leveling valve. I think, at least. I forgot where the back one is at. Everything back here appears to look good.